Now at 5, the town of member of their community taken far too soon. A live report from the wake of Sean Manning.
Southington firefighters are sounding the alarm about potential cuts to their department after having to call in a mayday while responding to a recent fire. I'm Julia LeBlanc and we'll explain coming up.
And we have a winter weather advisory for the potential for a little bit of freezing drizzle and freezing rain for tomorrow morning. I'll have all the details next.
Student loan debt is something that people across the country are struggling with. But right here in Connecticut, state lawmakers are looking to help students and families coming up in just a few days. I'm Jamel Johnson, and coming up on Fox 61, we find out what we can expect in 2025.
Now at 5, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
A man pays respects to Portland Selectman and firefighter Sean Manning. He died last week while he was heading to a town meeting. Thanks for joining us on the Bridget Bjorlo. The wake for Manning started just a short while ago, and Fox 61's Stefan Reels is live in Portland right now. So Stefan, what has the atmosphere been like during this tough time?
Well, Bridget, as you can imagine, definitely a somber moment. About a couple hundreds are actually showing up right here at Portland High School. Now, we're a little bit off the property because we wanted to respect the family's wishes and give them a little space at this time. But really, all of the people showing up today just really show a testament for who Manning was as a person. He had lived in Portland for a good chunk of his life with the dream of just making the town a better place, and this really has been a tragic moment in the town's history. But Manning was a member of the Portland Fire Department since 1986. He served in a variety of roles during that time, including a firefighter, an EMS, and most recently as the fire lieutenant. Outside of this, Manning was a stock car racing enthusiast and dedicated to giving back to his community as both an elected leader and a volunteer. Manning was set to become the town's first selectman in January with dreams of improving Portland infrastructure and bringing more business into town. He also served as the chair for the Thanksgiving food drive for the Portland Food Bank. Now, Manning's funeral will be starting right here tomorrow morning at 10, and we'll have more on who Manning was as a person coming up during our later shows at 10 and 11. But for now, in Portland, Stefan Reels, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Stefan, thanks. We'll check in with you then. Now, time for a check on the forecast. Our team has issued a weather impact alert tonight over some potentially dangerous driving conditions tomorrow. We're talking about freezing rain that could leave some pretty slick roads, and meteorologist Sam Samperi is tracking it. Sam, when is this all going to start?
This is starting around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, Bridget. Yeah, the winter weather advisory is in effect until 9 a.m. Through 9 a.m. for Connecticut until 1 p.m. for parts of other parts of the Northeast. Basically, we're going to be watching for this band of precipitation coming out of the Ohio Valley and West Virginia. Now, it's not going to be a big storm by any means. It's just a little system coming in the form of a warm front, but with temperatures already down and near freezing, already at freezing Willimantic, 33, 34, Waterbury, 38 in New Haven, with high pressure overhead, really going to create some more radiational cooling conditions for a while until the clouds thicken up this evening and overnight, and temperatures will fall in the upper 20s to near 30, and then it will start precipitating. Again, it does not take much. Let's put things in perspective here. Here it is at 3 a.m., and this is our latest guidance showing that we could have some light precipitation beginning to move in around 3 to 4 a.m., and then you could see the pink shades, but even here where you see some greens, it could be raining, but the ground is so cold, anything that hits the ground will freeze on contact immediately for those early morning hours tomorrow morning. And the best chance to get some icing would be central and northern Connecticut. But again, that winter weather advisory in effect for all of inland Connecticut until 1 o'clock. Temperatures overnight will be dropping down into the upper 20s to near 30, and you can see that. Some temperatures down to 27, but we'll see. They might rise a little bit by time the precipitation comes in. And then during the day tomorrow, we'll have that icy conditions in the morning, and then we will start to have that freezing rain go over to a little bit of rain. I'll have all the details coming up in a few minutes, Bridget.
All right, Sam, thank you very much. 2 more nursing homes run by Athena Health will be closing, and that means Connecticut will be down another 240 beds for seniors in desperate need of care. Athena notified the state labor department that it plans to close the Countryside Manor and Sheridan Woods centers, both of them in Bristol, no later than March the 22nd. The people who live there will be moved to other centers. 431 workers will get pink slips because of this. Athena said it is filing that this was a difficult decision. In a statement to Fox 61, the company says staffing challenges, building needs, and rising costs made it impossible to run both of the centers. We should note Athena is still waiting for final approval to do this from the State Department of Social Services. But these are just the latest nursing homes on the chopping block. Abbott Terrace in Waterbury closed earlier this year after the health center was barred from billing Medicare and Medicaid services for patient care. Since 2018, Connecticut has lost 836 skilled nursing beds. Advocates and lawmakers say a care crisis looms. Republican state senators spoke about these closures, telling Fox 61 in a statement, quote, "Hearings will be held to allow the public to weigh in on these decisions, but the trend is clear. The financial instability of the nursing homes in Connecticut is getting worse," end quote. Right now, Fox 61's Kate Pattyfoot is pouring through this filing and speaking with advocates and lawmakers about the care crisis. She'll have a live report for us tonight at 10. We hope you'll join us then. And trouble developing in the town of Southington. Unionized firefighters want the public to be aware of potential issues on the horizon. Their message comes one day after 2 firefighters barely made it out alive from a house fire. Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc explains from Southington.
After having to call in a mayday while responding to a fire at this home on Howard Ave, Southington firefighters are sounding the alarm about potential cuts they say could be coming to their department.
This should definitely be a wake-up call. This should be a wake-up call for the Board of Fire Commissioners. This should be a wake-up call for the town manager, the town council, and all the Southington taxpayers.
Ed Crandall has been with the Southington Fire Department for nearly 2 decades. He's also the president of his local firefighters union. He says this fire call, which came in the morning after Christmas, almost took the lives of 2 first responders.
The captain on Squad 5 and the lieutenant on Truck 1 became disoriented in the building. A mayday was issued. There were no available resources on scene outside the building yet to help them out.
Luckily, the 2 men were able to make it out alive and home to their families, but Crandall says it was too close for comfort and speaks to a much larger staffing issue the department is facing.
We are understaffed. We've been understaffed for a very long time. The Southington Board of Fire Commissioners is faced with the decision to cut our staffing even further.
Crandall says town leaders have talked about ways to cut down on spending currently strained from overtime.
My plea would be to not reduce services. This is going to put the public at risk. This is going to put my firefighters at risk. It's dangerous. We almost killed 2 people the other morning. This is your wake-up call.
Crandall took to social media with this issue. That call was answered by one of the council members.
The best way to get the facts is by having a meeting, getting the facts, and then us as elected officials, we could take action if we find any proper action.
Jack Perry sent this letter to the town manager and the chair of the town council, calling for a special meeting to discuss this as soon as possible.
Safety, we have to defer to the experts, in my opinion. And that's, it's like when you go to your doctor, you believe what your doctor says. I have to believe what our fire department's telling us.
After unanswered calls, the chair of the town council sent a written response to reporters, saying the issue will be discussed at the next town meeting on January 2nd. But Perry feels it needs to happen sooner.
Talk is cheap, and, a lot of politicians are constantly stating that, we support our first responders. Well, this is our opportunity to at least listen to them.
Because they never know what their next call will bring them.
They were very lucky. This incident really put this in the forefront.
In Southington, Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Julia, thank you. Chair Paul Chaplinsky Jr. tells Fox 61 that his council will have, quote, a mindful eye on the needs of all the departments, including public safety and fire. We will take the necessary action to ensure the safety of our teams while providing the greatest possible services to our community with a responsible budget, end quote. Discussions are scheduled for the next Board of Fire Commission meeting that's happening on Thursday at 6 p.m. and we'll bring you the updates on this story as they develop. Well, Brantford police have shared the name of the man killed in a shed fire last night. 69-year-old Stevens Baird was found dead when firefighters were able to enter the shed. It's still not clear exactly how this fire started. There is an investigation underway.